Good morning, folks. I meant to do this video 2 or 3 days ago, but as you can hear from my voice sounds absolutely atrocious, so I do apologise for that. I've been full of allergy, flu, whatever, something horrible for a couple of weeks now. And my throat, I could barely speak this time, sort of Friday, I could barely speak. My voice has come back. It sounds very croaky and awful, but it's getting better. So yeah, on with the video. So I thoroughly enjoyed, we had a big night of boxing on Saturday night and thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot of good results. We'll start off with the first one. Josh Kelly with a victory over Bakram Murtazaliev to take the IBF light middleweight title, or super welterweight title, depending on how you want to say it. Great fight. I predict, this is the only prediction I got wrong all weekend. I thought Murtazaliev would catch up with him and stop him maybe late on. I was having flashbacks. In the build-up, I kept thinking of Josh Kelly's loss to David Avanesian. I know that was a few years ago. But he started off the fight well. He ran out of gas. Avanesian caught up with him and put him away. So I thought that was going to happen. Josh Kelly stuck to his plan. He moved around the ring. He dropped Murtazaliev at one point. He dropped himself. But you know, neither man was badly hurt from either knockdown. It was just one of those things. And yeah, Kelly picked up the victory. So he is the 6th male world champion in boxing for Britain. You know, we started off last year. It was pretty bleak for the British champions. At one point, all we had was Nick Ball for the men. And then Fabio Wardley was awarded his belt. Jazza Dickens was awarded his, and so on and so forth. Dalton Smith nearly a month ago, picked up the WBC light welterweight title. Took us to 5. We now have 6 now with Josh Kelly. So, yeah, great win. Like I say, I got it wrong, but I'm pleased to have got it wrong, you know. He stuck to the game plan. I've seen a lot of comments, the usual. People accused him of running and, you know, he ran. What was he going to do? Stand in front of Murtazaliev and get bashed in? You know, if he just stood in front of him and tried to go toe-to-toe, my money was on Murtazaliev to stop him. So, no. Josh Kelly fought the perfect fight to get that win. And I'm very, 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 very pleased for him. In the United States, Bruce Carrington is now a world champion. He picked up the vacant WBC featherweight title with a stunning 9th round knockout of Carlos Castro. So far, I mean, we're only in, it's early February. Knockout of the year so far. I mean, Castro was out before he hit the ground. You know, he took a right hand, a left, another right. He was gone before he hit the ground, but he took those extra punches. Absolutely brutal. I mean, I've always rated Bruce Carrington, Shoo. I think he's fantastic. So, yeah, I'm really, really pleased that was a good victory. Of course, the main story of the whole weekend, Shakur Stevenson, now a 4-weight world champion, picked up the WBO and Ring Magazine light welterweight title. You know, complete shutout of Teofimo Lopez. Now, I like Lopez. A lot of people were saying it was a 50-50 fight. I've been saying all along, Shakur Stevenson will boss the fight, and he did. He won every round for me. Absolute dominant. You know, Teofimo Lopez had nothing. He tried. I mean, fuck me, the guy's a warrior. You know, I like the guy. He's a fantastic fighter. He's exciting to watch at times. But Jesus, you know, he just would not. He could not get going in that fight. Nothing he was trying was working. He needs to drop his dad. I've been saying for a long time, Lopez needs to drop his dad as his trainer. But that's a story for another day. And, you know, he took the loss like a gentleman. You know, I'll give him that. You know, no excuses, no bullshit. Shakur Stevenson is just, okay, he's not, I mean, I've been critical of Stevenson in the past. He's not the most exciting guy to watch. He really, really isn't. And he's been in some fucking stinkers, depending on who he's fighting. And, you know, he doesn't get out of first gear because he doesn't need to. You know, that's the argument I want. He doesn't need to. You know, he can quite happily box on the back foot for 12 rounds. And if the guy's giving him nothing, he'll just can't continue just doing the basics that he needs to win. You know, pile up the points, win. You know, and like I say, he's now absolutely dominated Teofimo Lopez, and fantastic. You know, for me, Shakur Stevenson, if he keeps on like this, he is going to be pound for pound #1. Yeah, probably by the end of this year, maybe next year, depending on how his career goes, who he fights, you know, whatever, more unifications, more titles, whatever. Depends on the quality of his opposition, of course. But I've always rated Shakur Stevenson. I think he's fantastic. It's just sometimes, you know, I mean, there was that fight against Santos a couple of years ago, or a few years ago now. That was hard to watch. So 2.5 years ago, whatever it was, that was a hard fight to watch. You know, Stevenson was being himself. Santos was just not doing anything. You know, it was just like, man, I can't watch this. It was a hard fight to watch. But this, I just enjoyed it for the pure boxing skill of Stevenson. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. You know, absolutely fantastic. That's the main headline of the weekend. Shakur Stevenson's now 4-weight world champion and completely dominated Teofimo Lopez. And of course, obviously, another title fight as well. Xander Zayas added the WBA title to his WBO light welterweight title with a split decision over Abbas Barrow. Barrow or Barrow? I never know if I'm pronouncing the guy's name right. Neither one sounds good out of my mouth, to be honest. But yeah, great fight. I mean, Zayas, clear winner for me. I don't know where the split decision came into it. For me, personally, I thought it was a clear win for Zayas. But, you know, Barrow's a warrior. Absolutely, he was landing some good shots on Zayas. Zayas was taking them as well. A couple of times I thought Zayas was making the mistake staying in the pocket too long. Excuse me, taking a little bit too many punches, unnecessary punches at times. But he was always moving. He was combinations, the left hooks, the left uppercuts. They were just fantastic. And you know, he was piling out the points. He was. Both guys took a lot of punishment in there. Yeah, both guys took some hard punches. But Xander Zayas, like I say, he's now the unified WBA and WBO. Puerto Rico may actually finally have another star in the making. I mean, they've been kind of looking for one. I mean, obviously in years gone by, when I first when I was growing up, it was Felix Trinidad before my time, Wilfredo Gomez, and obviously you had Cotto. They've kind of been looking for a big star ever since. Xander Zayas could be it. Xander Zayas could be their big Puerto Rican star that they need. But yeah, great fight, great weekend of boxing. Thoroughly enjoyed it. What did you think? Who was your standout fighter of the week? For me, obviously, it was Shakur Stevenson. Were you happy with the results? What were your predictions? Did you get them right? Did you get them wrong? What do you think's next? I mean, obviously, you know, potentially down the line, Josh Kelly could be fighting Xander Zayas because they're in the same division. They've all got belts. They both got the belt, 3 of the belts between them. Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? That'd be a good fight to watch. Good fight to make. I would thoroughly like that one. So yeah, right, I'm going to go because my voice is starting to scratch a little bit. Take care, folks, and when this is gone, I'll try and make more videos. Take care, and I love you all.